No, please start thinking about succession, start thinking about significance, start thinking about legacy, start thinking about branding, start thinking about transformational. So connect the people that are already interested in what you do. We call them mastermind mentors. What does it call them? Mastermind mentors. So every mastermind mentor must have some level of experience. Of course, they must have some system. And they should be able to teach you some millionaire skills. Say on millionaire skills. Or that anything that pays you money without personal development is a scam, is a sabotage, it's taking away. So if it gives you money, it should improve your value because wealth does not exceed personal development. So these millionaire skills are all learnable skills. And once you want to become a millionaire, you need to learn these skills. Number one of them is called problem solving skills. What does it called? Problem solving skills. You need to solve problems. Number two is leadership skills. What does it called? Leadership skills. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Emotional intelligence skills. People management skills. Every entrepreneur, every millionaires, they have these skills and so many more. Self-awareness skills. So this is a skill you actually need to go out there and build people. This is a skill you need to go and build your own team. This is a skill you need to build your own organization. This is a skill you need to build your own community. This is a skill you need to build your own business family. In the family you came out from, you don't like it, you can build another one right now. So this particular relationship is called significant relationship, or you call it a transformational relationship. What else is called? A transformational relationship. So you're going to transform your transform your life and transform the lives of other people. That transformational relationship. This is when you can earn a fortune, 10 of fortune. This is when you can earn residual income, 10 of residual income. So there are three types of income. We have active income, and then we also have passive income, and we also have residual income. Residual income is the kind of money you earn just by doing something right once. And forever, that is making transactions, you are making money. So we always teach us every day and said, don't work for transaction, work for residual, work for significant. So looking at it, there are two factors here in everything I've drawn here. There's something we call contributing factor. There's something called determining factor. Whatever factors happen outside of you, the government, the politics, the Tinubu, the fuel, the dollars, those things you cannot control. That's happening outside of you is called contributing factors. What does it is called? Contributing factors. What is up? And those contributing factors can slow you down, no doubt. They can delay you, no doubt, but they can never stop you from succeeding in life. What stops men from succeeding in life is happening inside of them. We call them determining factors. What does it called? The determines, and inside of you there are two factors inside of you. One is positive, one is negative. All of us have this. We have the positive, we have the negative. And what determines your success is positive. What stops you from succeeding is a negative factors, determining factors inside of you. So the positive ones are the courage, faith, vitality, determination, commitment, dedication. These are the things that makes men succeed. While the negative ones are the ones that stop men: fear, doubt, anxiety, worry, hatred, bitterness, idiocy, and bonus. All those things, and they make man know they succeed. So you can see that you are the most important factor here. Touch yourself, say, I'm the most important factor. So we always talk to us every day about you, because we know once you grow, everything will grow. Once you improve, everything will improve. So we started training a few days ago, and we are ending the class today, and we call it, the topic is words create walls. So your words, the words of your mouth, create the walls you need. Your marital wall, your financial wall, your any part of your life, the words create that wall for you. So what all the walls you have. So we have a subtopic. It says conversation is a source of creativity. Conversation is the source of creativity. So everything you see today that ever created by man, the shoe, the car, the land, the phone, conversation is what they use to create those things. So instead of someone's idea, you now gather it and share with some people that bought the idea, and they start the conversation, and you now create their reality today. So we have these outlines, about 6 of them that we started, and then we have to close this because tomorrow we have on Monday we have something very important for us about mentor and mentee relationship. So we have these outlines here, outlines that we need to cover, or outlines. So we have number one outline, we said context for the concept. Context for the concept. So we discussed this already. Context for the concept. Number 2 outline, we're looking at the image of God, the image and likeness of God. The image and likeness of God. So we discussed this already. Number 3, and communication and creation. That words are not just for communication, they are also for creation. And God actually used words to create. So you can use words to create your life. We look at words as seeds. Word seeds. So we look at words as seeds. So, and number 5, we're looking at creative conversations. I think that's where we stopped yesterday. The positive conversations, the creative conversation, and destructive conversations. So number 6, we have names and friends. Names and friends. Okay. And then let me do some kind of revision. And I said that words create your world. Language determines the level on which you experience life. Conversations are the source of creativity. And we also have talking come first before walking. So talk proceed walk. And that means that before we see the world, there was a word. Word always come before the world. Words always come before works. Talking always come before activities you perform. So we said that how we prove this in the context for concept. So we took this to John 1:1 verse 2. So 1 to 2, we said that in the beginning was the word, and the word was what? With God. And the word was God. And the same in the beginning with God, and all things made by him, and without him was nothing made that was made. So that means words exist before world. And looking at it, the word of God is he had an active participant, an agent for creation in the universe. Yeah, he participated in the creation of the universe, and that everything that you ever see today has its ends, created by the word of God. So if God actually created us in his image and likeness, that means our words too can create. We went to talk about leaders rules by words, kings rules by words, president rules by words, governor, chairman. President Tinubu just entered and said subsidy removal just by saying that. Everybody went to action. Can you imagine that? That means the word there means log, or it means logic. Everything you see that was formed, was created by God, was what God used to express his mind was the things he said with his mouth. So you can see that talk it until you walk it, say it until you see it. So when I said, if that is true, and we've been discussing this over and over again, that God did something in Genesis. Number 1, he created the creation, general creation. He said, let there be light, let there be light, let there be light. That was the first thing he said. And he created, let there be firmament. And number 2, and God actually created the creatures. God created the creatures. So how did he do that? He said, let the earth bring forth its kind. Let the water bring forth its kind. So you can see that he uses his mouth to say. So he handed over the creation. He handed over the creation of the creatures. He handed over the creation of the creatures to the creation. He said the creation, the things he created, let the be like the firmament. Those things he handed over and said, let those things create the creatures. So the earth brought forth trees. The earth brought forth antelopes. It brought forth goats, dogs. It brought forth those things. So number 3 thing he created was that he created the creator. God created the creator. The creator. So how did he do that? He said, let us create man. Let us create man. In what? In our image. In our image. You get to create man's image. Image simply means natural. And then later on, and our likeness. That means ought to be like God. Likeness of God come through learning and training. So if you're not learning and training, you cannot walk like God. So to walk like God, you must learn. You must learn how God works, and you must be trained to be like God. That means you are a creator. Say, I'm a creator. I'm not just saying that you're a creator. You can see everything around you today. And I don't like the sound. Please, thank you so much. You can see the shoe you are wearing today was man's creation. So as you can see, touch, the chair you are sitting down today was man's creation. Yes or yes? Yeah. The phone you are using today, the clothes you are wearing today, the design, the lights, the car, the aeroplane, everything you see. That means me and you are supposed to create. They not create. So when I talk about your words, I see that 3 things about your words. Your words has the power of life and death. Is the power of the tongue. You can be slave. You can trap yourself, sabotage yourself, your success by the words of your mouth. Can be your worst enemy and hinder your progress and tie you down. That your words can also liberate you, improve you, increase you, grant your destiny. So how can you be a businessman, entrepreneur, and you are using your words to enslave your business? You are using your words to kill your life, tie yourself down, and then you'll not be blaming people. And if whatever you are saying to yourself is going to come to reality, because words are seeds. So if you think you are religious and you don't control your tongue, you don't bridle your tongue, your religion is what we discuss all this, and then we want to talk about communication and creation. That when God tells you about himself, he's directly telling you about yourself. If God creates with his words, so must you and I create with our words. Mr. Fantastic, I don't know whether we'll lay hands on you today, 2 legs and 2 hands. They are not giving us some joy this morning. So communication and creation. So God placed value on his words and even say, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words will not. So you can imagine that I want you to place value on your own words, because your words are not so simply a means of communication, but agents for creation. They're not creation. So you use your word to create, because we look at 7 things God uses words for: to create, to heal, to deliver, to save, to keep, to conquer evil, to that heavens and earth shall pass away, but his words endures forever. Your words have creative properties, healing properties, can deliver, can set the captives free. So we discussed a lot and we said, do not be deceived, do not be mocked. Whatever a man sows, so shall he reap. That if you want to reap a good, you must plant good seeds by the words of your mouth. That don't sow negative seeds in your mind. Don't sow negative. You don't want to reap the habit of failure, defeat, regret, poverty, lack. So strife, anger. So what you need to do is that you have to sow positive seeds, because if you sow negative seeds, it's going to happen in your conversations. Whenever you're talking to somebody, you see the conversations that will determine the kind of seeds you are sowing in your life. So you have to be intentional about what you want to harvest. If you want to harvest prosperity, peace, wealth, happiness, then you must be intentional about the words of your mouth. As an entrepreneur, as a businessman, and we discuss so much. You cannot. We said that many people spend their time talking to things about God. You should spend more time talking to things about God. Spend more time talking to things. Spend more time talking to things about God than talking to God about things, than talking to God about things. So because this is what most of us are doing. You go to talk to God about things. Every day, God, things are hard, things are not working, things are difficult for me. You spend time, because each time you talk to God about things, you're making the things look bigger than your God. But each time you are supposed to spend more time talking to things your God, on the sides of your God, focus on the promises of God, faithfulness of God, integrity of God, and then you'll be encouraged. You will become optimistic. You will expect better future. Anticipate a favorable, desirable outcome. So your words, you also use your word to talk to God about God. Use your word to talk to things about God instead of talking to God about things. And we said, okay, since I've been talking to God about things, God, things are not working for me. Your life has not gotten better. So why not change? And this change for 1 month. Try the one we are telling you now. Talk to everything in your life. Cancer, leave. Disease, leave. This one, leave. Talk to those things about your God, and let us see the difference. So feelings governs your functions, your behaviors, your activities. So how you feel determines how you functions and all of that. So we stopped at yesterday when we said that creative conversations. We get 4 things about creative conversation. I don't know what we're going to do. We draw a table, right? Remember the table I drew yesterday? So I mentioned that how do you have a creative conversations? Number 1, you must talk to yourself. That is dialogue, internal, asking yourself, why am I here? What am I here for? What do I do? When do I do these things? What do I need? Who do I need to become? What do I need to create? And which team do I need to create? What life do I need to impact? So, because human being is the only creative being that God has created that can talk to himself. We are the only one. You can argue with yourself. You can say, why am I doing this? Because man lives in 3 realms simultaneously. Man is a spirit that lives in a body, but that have a state of consciousness. We discussed that last week. So you live in 3 realms. So you can talk to yourself. You can have internal dialogue, and it must be positive, because you don't have a positive internal dialogue, it will affect number 2, which is what? External conversations, which has to do with creativity, energy, solution, strategy. Anytime you're talking to somebody, it should be something that will improve your chemistry, that will improve you towards your goal. Because you have a bitter, we said that hurt people hurt others. Happy people give happiness. So if you're not a happy person internally, we call them subjective. They're not subjectives. The objective will not become so. There's no need of you trying to change your objectives, external factors. Change your subjective, because objective will always conform to your subjective. So if you don't have a good conversation internally, we can never have a good conversation externally. We said that bad communication corrupts good manners. Yes or yes? So we said that speak to things about God and speak to things as God. We stopped there yesterday. Yes or yes? On your vision and your drive for your life. Avoid things that is negative attitude. You know, those things are internal with yourself. As attitude is the way you feel and think and feel about yourself. Avoid negative attitudes and have a clear vision. Avoid things that is not leading you in the direction of your vision. These are negative internal. You can avoid negative internal conversation. It will help you in number 2. Because if you are if you always have bitterness, I told you one of the best way to let go of bitterness is to learn by forgiving yourself. Most of us don't like to forgive ourselves. Anything you do wrong, you beat yourself. Let me tell you something. As far as you are still making mistakes in life, that makes you human being. Human being must make mistakes. It's inevitable because that is our nature. Most of the times, most of the things you do is the first time you are doing them. Most of the time you copied it from somewhere. So most of the time you always make mistakes. So it's human being. Making mistakes makes you human being. So now when you make mistakes, the problem is that gossip you see, most of the gossip you see, backbiting, start with you talking to someone else. Because if you see somebody gossiping, the Bible says pray for your men on authority. Usually you gossip about you know. So don't be a party of it. The devil always initiates a conversation as a suggestion. Write it down. The devil always initiates a conversation as a suggestion. The devil always initiates a conversation as a suggestion. The devil always initiates a conversation as a suggestion. What did God say? He's just suggesting. You are now vomiting. You know, and suggestion becomes a suggestions. The devil always initiates a conversation as a suggestion. Full stop. Suggestions always becomes a scenario, and scenario becomes a stronghold of the devil. Now they start the question. How do you see Tinubu? How do you see Peter Obi? How do you see? You come as suggestion. You can't vomit. From there, you don't become scenario. Now, from scenario, it becomes a stronghold. That's what the devil normally uses. So, you must guide your heart with all diligence. So that when this suggestion comes, you know, you already know. And the best way to handle those suggestions is to do what Christ did. You know, I liked him so much. After the 40 days fasting and prayer, the devil also came. He never had his values. He never had his visions and goals. And have your own values. Have your own parameters. Have your own boundaries. I said until you see, every year you are living, don't allow anybody to define life for you. Define life for yourself. Write it down. I must define life for myself. Don't allow anybody to define life for you. You should grow to a point of defining life for yourself. I must define my life myself. You will come and define what life is to you. So life is to drink. So life is to pursue women. Life is to sleep with everybody they see. So life is to pursue politics. So life is to pursue profession, to be a professor. So life to them is to become a footballer. You must grow to the point you define your life for yourself. What is life to you? You must define it. Why is this definition important? So that when any other thing comes as a suggestion, you know this is not part of my life. I said, don't allow the world to define life for you. Don't allow anybody to define life for you. You should grow to the point of defining life for yourself. You don't come to the point of saying, this is what life is to me. That is to you. What is life to you? Is it to pray to God? Is it to have a good relationship? Because is it to create value? Is it to live, to create a marker, laptop, phone, shoe? To Bill Gates, life to him is to create Microsoft. To Mark Zuckerberg, life is to create Facebook. To Dangote is to own company. To Elon Musk is to own Tesla. To everybody, life is to them. To Nelson Mandela. To Dangote, to Tinubu. What about you? To your pastor, his life to him is that he wants to preach the word of God. To your father and your mother. See, everybody must define life for themselves. Why this definition is important is because you will not be tossed to and fro. You see, if you don't know where you are going, anyway it looks like where you are going. Every bus stop looks like where you are going. I always tell us, speed is useless without direction. Yes or yes? Yes. Direction is useless without destination. So define a destination. This is what I want. I told you to define two things. Who you want to become, what you want to create. Two things, define for yourself. Who do you want to become in life? What do you want to create for yourself? You want to create a community. You want to build a business. You want to build a company. You want to build people up. You want to impact life. Define life for yourself. Because if you don't define that, the devil will define it for you. I'm telling you nothing but the truth. He will define it for you. He will come in like a suggestion. You know, if define parameters, that you see this tree, come what may, we are not going to eat it. No matter what happens, we are not going there. Every other tree, you shall freely eat. That parameter will be okay. When the other conversation said, okay, oh, if you eat, what did God say about a tree? She will not participate in that conversation because that tree was a no talk. We are not talking about it. We are not going to discuss about it. This is final. Yes or yes? Yes. But the parameters did not define. And you know one funny thing about this whole thing? God actually spoke to Adam. And when Eve collected the fruit and ate, there was no problem. There was no problem at all. There was no wahala.
But when he gave it to the man that God instructed, immediately Adam ate the food. Look at what the scripture said. Suddenly. Tell them suddenly. Jesus. Things change. The problem was not Eve. You know, yes, the truth is that means if you fail as a man, you are really a failure. I'm telling you, because the woman can misbehave, no, it can be forgiven. No wahala. But when man misbehaves suddenly, things change. So they realize they will make it. Suddenly, eat it now, it collected it, it chop am, no wahala. God no talk, God no talk, no case. That's why you as a man, my wife is you are a bunch of failure. He that cannot provide to his family is worse than infidel. Now he be the problem. Stop pointing fingers outside. So you're telling me in that your team, they are telling me you are the problem, the leader is the problem. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Yes or yes? Nigerian wahala and leadership, turn on leadership. The thing is this words I'm telling you right now, so you can start using your word as a leader. Use your word. You know, what is not just for communication. Word is for creation. It's not creation. So what I'm trying to say is today is that you must have a vision. Clear vision where you are going to. Clear destination so that any other thing that is not a part of that thing. Vision is to see what others are not seeing. Vision is where you want to be, where you want to arrive. Mission is how do you want to arrive there. What I want to use keke, bike, flight, any means of movement, financial vehicle, turn of vehicle. And once you decide the vehicle you want to use there, now core values are the things you don't want to compromise on your going, the integrity and the core values. Set boundaries so that anything that is not within the boundary is a distraction. They're not distractions. Later on your journey of greatness, you surely meet distractions. They're not distractions. Why people easily get distracted is because they did not define their parameters. I met a mentor that says that he doesn't do cryptocurrency, he doesn't do forex. Ask him why. He said because there are 1,001 ways to make money. He has defined that this one way he's not going to make money from this way. No matter how people are making billions of $300, to him, he no consign him. You know, one day me and Ambassador Obang went to talk to the owner of XLFM, right? We were talking to the owner of the XLFM in his office about things about business entrepreneur. This is a multi-millionaire, a big boy in falling here. He have a big station, radio station. So the guy told me that he told me and Nuruma that he doesn't want to make money from real estate. Ask him why. He said because he doesn't. He has defined his life. To him, he has defined what life is to him. Whether people are making $50 billion every day real estate to him, not concerned him. And when I looked, I told him, this is a man that knows where he's going to. A man that knows where he's going to is always known for something. What do you know Messi for? Football. Mike Tyson. You can see. Men that change their world are not known for many things. Men that add value to the society are not known for anything. Kumuyi, what do you know him for? Adeboye, what do you know him for? Pastor Chris, what do you know him for? That's what I'm telling you. Men. Okay, father. What do you know father for? If I mention father now, father, Catholic father, what do you know them for? That's what I'm telling you. See, you must be known for something. You must stand for something, or you fall for everything. Either you stand for something, or you fall for everything. Everything they bring your way, you won't do them. Black and white, I dey involved. Niger bait, I dey involved. Ponzi scheme, I dey involved. Forex, I dey there. Crypto, I dey there. Tapping, they're not tapping. I dey there. Everything you want to do. Everything you want to do. Now, poultry farm in the rain, you dey involved. Now, fishing farm in the rain, you dey involved. Now, airline in the rain. Even if you want to diversify, solidify before diversification. What do I say? Solidify before that. Be known for something. Be known for something. Because it's going to help you in conversations. So you don't get involved in, just like me now, if you talk about Chelsea, mind you, I'm not a party to that discussion. It's not that football is bad. I know they watch football. You know me, I know they watch football. What I'm trying to say is that I cannot carry my 2 legs on television and start watching football. I don't do that. Maybe I'm talking to you about something and television is showing, I can just peep and see what's that. But normally me, I don't even watch television in my life. All through my life, before I marry, I never watch television. There's television in my room. But because of the woman I marry, and she likes to watch it, me too, I have to define it. I can only follow you and watch this thing from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Once it is that time, I am not involved. So if you want us to watch together, for peace to reign, me, I'm going to follow when I tell them to see what. Now, me, I have 3 DSTV in my children's room, in parlor in my room, but now me, not even the watching of those things. But I go follow my wife and sit down. Sometimes I'm watching that I'm sleeping. So maybe I say I'm watching, it's going on. Instead when I sleep, I say I'm watching. Now you may say I'm watching with you. Because it's not part of my thing. It's not, I don't want to discuss football. It's not that it's bad. Those that are watching it, congratulations. Tell them congratulations. It's not my thing. I don't want to be forming the habit of drinking, smoking. I know they smoke. And this is not that it's bad. Though. To you, it might be good. But for me, I've defined my parameters. They're not parameters. Jesus Christ spoke spoke to the devil using the word of God. The devil likes to get negative people around you. Write this one down. The devil likes to get negative people around you who do not support your values. The devil likes to get negative people around. We are still talking on external conversations. There are about 4 of them. And then we'll go to the last one and then we call it today. The devil likes to get negative people around you, who do not support your visions, your values, your convictions. The devil likes to get negative around you, who do not support your visions, your values, convictions. And their job is to talk you out of your goals, your dreams, and your revealed destiny. Full stop. The devil likes to get negative people around you. He likes it. How am I sure he likes it? Whenever the children of light gather, he must be there. They ask the guy for Job, say, oh, bros, why are you everywhere? He say, my job is to walk to and fro like a roaring lion, looking for who to kill, steal, and do what? Destroy. The guy work now to perambulate, they not perambulate. The guy like to congregate. I say, poor men congregate, rich men assemble. What did I say? If I say man that perambulates, he has the spirit of devil inside of him. That's why he's manifesting it in perambulating. So I said the devil likes to get negative people around you who do not support your visions, your convictions, your values, your missions, etc. Their job is to talk you out of your goals, dreams, and reveal destiny. There's a life you have seen. Have a wonderful life. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire creator. I'm a success. I'm a this. And somebody comes to talk to you out of your dreams. And they'll start by laughing at you. You walk. And you've not made money yet. I thought by now you'll be a millionaire. And once you participate in that conversation, they will tell you, forget that thing. I've told you before, Okon has done, it not succeed. X, Y, Z have done. I know what about poor people. They always tell about other poor people. You see, Okon. Failures. Failures always tell about failures. Don't try it. I know what they will tell you. They will not tell you what to do. They will tell you not to do something, but they will not tell you what to do. Okay, we know about rich men. Rich men always refers you to successful people. It's okay, I don't know how to do electrical work, but I know this guy that can do it for you. I don't know, I've not done this poetry, I've not succeeded, but I know a friend that succeeded in poetry. I've not done this laundry business, but I know a man that does. I think Masodo Bang is the guy that do one West I referred you to now. When I met Masodo, I took in one guy that did one business. That's what rich people do. Not only me alone, every rich man I ever met. If you're doing something, you're not succeeding. They will find people that are succeeding that thing, they will refer you to them. But poor man will not refer you to somebody succeeding. He will be telling to tell you people that have failed in that thing that you should not even try it again. Because the devil specializes on getting negative people around you and who do not share your visions, your convictions, your parameters, your values. Their job is to talk you out of your goals, dreams, and revealed destiny. So touch yourself, say, I'm a success. Touch yourself, say, I'm a millionaire. Anything that comes to tell you that you're not a success is the devil. Tell him, get behind me. That thing I'm telling you, see, it was just Peter was telling Christ that you are the. Say, Christ, who do men say I am? They will say this one. They will say you are the Son of God, and that the flesh and blood have not revealed that to you. In the next 3-4 lines, watch it. It was when Christ was beginning to tell them about his death, burial, and resurrection. Peter come tell and say, Satan just allow that open, because the thing I want to make you understand is that no, they allow, don't give space for the enemy. The guy they like space. He won't collect spaces. He's like Shakespeare. You know they never be satisfied. He just enter Peter. He won't talk now. He won't show himself. That's because of pride. Pride goes before a fall. Yes or yes? Now, God don't talk saying, you, I will build my church. Yet confess shall not be. Now Satan take opportunity. You don't enter in brain. Small place where you just become rising star mentor. You just get a wonder. You're not the front boss office. Instead of just enter. Nice that God tell us. The same chapter is a gate behind me. He said it wasn't like a personality. That thing he was saying was a destructive what? Conversation he wanted to start. Christ know him that the guy always start coming out with suggestion. It's not suggestion. Today Christ said that can't do nothing happen. Now me, if nine first deny Christ now. He said, Judas never deny Christ. Judas called me say Judas know the life forgive himself. Now he go kill himself. Him will sell Christ and the one will deny Christ. Which one worse pass? Now Peter own worse pass. But he go kill himself because what? He know they forgive. Forgive the word. Landlord mirror and the name neighbor mirror and the name. You know, because you don't want to forgive yourself, you cannot forgive another person. And that is the one of the reason why it's holding you back as an entrepreneur. Because when people come to patronizing your business, they don't want to come back to you again. Because every customer, client, business prospect, they perceive a bad person as dog, perceive fear. They know. When they come around you, they see the aura. Tell the aura. Your omen. It's not a positive one. It's not a Mayfield. Who can know second man? Who can buy for you? I can also walk for you could you don't know. Human beings are very funny. So the thing is this, just don't entertain negative words, conversations. Write this one down. Do you know why? Your circumstances will follow the content and the quality of your conversations. Your circumstances will follow your content and the quality of your conversations. Your circumstances around you, finances, religious, marital, your circumstances will follow your content and quality of your conversations. If you meet people, you talk about ideas, business, strategy, solutions, how can we what kind of problem? You talk about that. Your circumstances and your situations and your environment will always follow your content and quality of your conversations. Just change conversation for 1 month. Start talking about business. I told you, small minds discuss people. Small minds discuss people. Chelsea mind, you discuss with things. Average men discuss themselves. Great mind, wealthy people discuss ideas. They're not ideas. Start talking about ideas. Find a community, belong to one, create one, get books, read, talk about books, idea, great mind. How did this man solve this problem? Begin to tap into the mind. Talk about this thing. You see your life become better. Just go and say negative. If you talk about, in fact, the worst thing is to discuss Nigerian problem. It will leave you worse because Nigerian will be like, I don't understand. You know, if you talk about Nigerian problem, you will leave that conversation being angry, being worse than you walk into that conversation. They'll be able to tell you how we don't embezzle money. Apart from embezzle money, this road. Like one day we're going to Masinjana, we were going to Idoro Road. I think day before yesterday. One guy was talking, so this road was attacked with that. He was saying that NDD is the road. This one attacked with the road. This one NDD is the road. After we said always take the government of NDC. Thank you, means easy because after talking, the thing is not putting money in your pocket. This is not an income generating activity. You must involve in income generating activity. Any discussion that is not taking you to heaven, is not putting money in your pocket, is a destructive conversation. Why are you talking about things that will not put money in your pocket? Me, I go just, as I begin to talk, begin to look at you. I asking myself question: is it taking me to heaven? Is no. Is it improving myself? No. Is it putting money in my pocket? No. I can answer. I just laugh. I say how they come. Because I know it's destructive conversation. It's not going to end well. I already know the truth. And the truth shall set you free. Yes or yes? Write this one down. Don't argue with fools. They will drag you to that level. Don't argue with fools. They will drag you to that level. Don't argue with fools. They will drag you to that level. I keep defining fools for you. Who is a fool? I keep telling you. In fact, the Bible even told us something very interesting. In Proverbs 18 verse 20. Very interesting. Proverbs 18 verse 20. It says, he that walk with the wise will be what? Wise. The companion of fools will be what? Destroy. That means you'll be destroyed. Not that you'll be a foolish person. Not that you'll be a foolish person. Working with a foolish man is to destroy yourself. Who is a foolish man? Proverbs 1 verse 22. See, he says fools hate knowledge. Fools do what? Hate knowledge. When somebody is talking without knowledge, he's a foolish person. And the worst kind of knowledge, assumptions. They say, they didn't tell you, they know Ronaldo mama, Ronaldo papa, they know in children. They know everything about they know everything about Tinubu. They tell the Tinubu family, tell it their name, they know everything about that bro. They're in Plaza, they read newspaper. You see them gather. They didn't tell how Atta will say was from. Why Atta was, they tell you all those negative. You know, ask yourself question. Is he taking me to heaven? No. Is he improving myself? No. Is he putting my pocket, money in my pocket? No. And so what after 2 seconds, who can no flee? They don't flee. Bad communication corrupt good man. It will corrupt them na virus. They know virus. You are there that talking about your husband. And men are doing the talking about your wife. And women are doing and you go back home bad. Go to hate your wife at home. He said, me, I slap my wife. He said, hey. Because of you had it somewhere and you were there and you not going to consign me. See, the thing is what you don't understand. Those words are seeds that are planting in your heart. You just expose yourself. You are being vulnerable to this negativity. That's why you don't pay attention to these things. Don't argue with fools. They will drag you to that level. If Jesus said, don't cast your pearl among swine. Don't do that. Don't talk to people. Talk to like minds. Write it down. Talk to like minds. Men that have faith, visions, values, ethics, enterprising, men that have ideas, etc. Talk to people that have ideas, concepts, strategies. That's the quality conversations you have for yourself. I need to end this class today. This class must end. Let me check my time. This one I'm talking like this. Okay. 3 minutes more. Jesus. Okay, let me just give you number 3 and 4. So I can do naming and framing. I cannot I said destructive conversations. Any discussion, any conversation that makes you doubt your identity, that makes you doubt. Number 3, doubt your identity. Anything that makes you doubt your identity. Anything that makes you, I say who you are, where you live is called address, then address. Who you are is called identity, then identity. Don't allow your address to define your identity. You are more than enough. Touch yourself, say, I'm more than enough. Anything that makes you are like God in the image. Anything that makes you feel less. Okay, that thing makes you doubt your identity, your who-ness. Anything that makes you doubt who you are. Any circumstances, any discussion that makes you live. Anybody that tells you are not handsome, you are a nobody, and you are there to discuss with them. When somebody tells you are not handsome, you know you are handsome. When somebody says you are not beautiful, you know, even people's opinion don't pay your bills. Tell your neighbor. People's opinions don't pay your bills. You know, another thing I want to even do to make them look stupid. You know, whenever they are not answering, you say, oh really? What did you say again? You say you are not answering. You say, hey, what did you say again? Make the person repeat himself 50 times. Don't argue, just ask him question. What did you say? You say, you are not answering. Okay, hey, what did you say again? You say, come on, forget what you are. Let him make him look full of himself. Don't argue. Don't see. You don't need. If somebody say you are not a woman, they don't need to argue. I'm not a man. I don't argue. I'm a man. So arguing with you makes me feel that's in my. I know I'm a man. I know I am a man. So I don't argue with you. You say I'm not a man. I say I don't look at you and laugh because I know I'm a man. Arguing with you just make me feel that I'm going to destroy myself. Don't talk with them. Just ignore. Tell not ignore. Ignore. Okay. Anything that makes you doubt your identity, don't participate in that conversation. Anything that makes you doubt your revealed destiny. Number 4, revealed destiny. Your revealed destiny. Your God master plan for your life. If I come to tell you, oh, you are not going to be successful, anything you need to do, anything you touch shall prosper. Anywhere you go, prosperity must take place. When the men are saying there's a lift, a casting down, you say there's a lifting up. Because you know why you are the light of the world. So you know your identity. You know your master plan. I am the salt of the earth. I am lifted above principalities and powers. I already know. So instead I want to make me doubt it, I'm not even following you talk. I know my identity. I know God's plans for my life. I know where I'm going to. That I'm seated with Him in heavenly places. I know that I know. You know, you want to go and talk to me to make me feel like less of myself. I know that I know. So I don't need to participate. I don't need to prove yourself. David told him, jump up. The angel will cast you. He said, no now. He said, no, them not the God I God. Them not the Lord I God. He knows that he doesn't need to prove himself. He does not need to prove that he's God. He knows he's God. He said, turn this to. He would have turned it now. But this is the same thing that I'm telling you. Most of you, because you don't know the tactics of the enemy. You want to worry them. You know, oh my God. The devil don't look at you because the devil, that's what he did for the evil now. Don't anything that makes you doubt your identity, doubt your destiny, that don't participate. You don't need to prove to anybody who you are. The universe will confirm who you are because the endless expectation is with the manifestation of the return of God. Let's end this class by naming, framing, and claiming. Naming, framing, and claiming. Anything you name, I'm going to give you four things you need to do, and we close the class. 4. Anything you name, you're going to frame it, and you call it because your words frames your thoughts. Write it down. Your words frames your thoughts. Your words frame your thoughts. Your words, your words frames your thoughts. Your words frames your thoughts. Your words, you use words to name. You use words to name words. Then you're going to frame the thought in your mind. You're going to frame your thought. Your words frames your thoughts. So what is for naming? Framing is that you're going to frame what is in your mind. Anything you name, you frame it. So if things are not, I don't know I'm going to do this, but let me see what I can. 4 of them. Let's put it like this. Number 1, write number 1, 4 of them. Number 1, what you name, you frame, and you claim. Write it number 1, 4 of them. Let me claim this. Naming and framing. 4 things you need to know. Things, and you don't see the world the way the world is. You see the world the way you are. So if somebody can see something and call it opportunity, someone sees and don't call it opportunity because of the way he sees it. I said your words frame your thoughts. That's what I say you should do, right? And I said number 1, what you name, that's whatever you call. What you name, you frame. Whatever you name, you frame. And you claim. That is it. And here, whatever you name, you frame, you claim. Number 1. So anything you call it, how am I so sure? In Genesis 2 verse 19. Genesis 2 verse 19. I'm not a pastor. Please touch yourself. Say my church is enough. No, I like that one. I'm not a pastor. So some of you think I'm a pastor. No, I'm not one. I'm your business mentor. I'm an entrepreneur. So, but sometimes I draw strength from these things because we are all Christians here. I'm born again. I speak in tongues. That is a good one for me. It's my personal life. You don't have to do that with me if you don't want. Right? I'm telling you right now. But I'm telling you that what happened is that whatever you name it, let me say something. It is good. What you name them, out of the ground, the Lord God formed every beast of the field, every fowl of the air, and brought them to Adam and see what he will call them. And whatever Adam called everything, every living creature, that was the name thereof. Whatever Adam calls it, that was the name thereof. Adam has authority over the garden and his domain, and gave them the right. God gave him the right to organize, cultivate, defend, dominate, and even replicate his kingdom. God never intended to exercise direct rule on earth. God wanted to rule in the heart of king, in the heart of man. If he's the king of the heart, he's the king of kings, because the kingdom is kingdom of kingdoms and the kingdom of kings. So we rule in this kingdom because we are children of God. So there is no king without a kingdom, domain, authority, reigns, and over which the king must rule. So you rule over the affairs of your life, your finances, your relationship, your business as an entrepreneur. So if it is like that, whatever you call anything your business, so will it be. Even to the point of naming your son, naming your children, whatever you call them, Kufre, Ukon, Asukwa, so will it be. So if it is true, then I'm going to give you some expo. I'm going to give you 3 of them. But before we go into that, let me just finish this. Don't write it down. No, I don't want to write it. We don't want to write. We'll tell you to write because I want to finish this class today. It's our works to name, frame, define, design our domain, like skills, God's given realms of our life, our plans, every living features in our life. So whatever you call them, that's so will it be. Whatever you name, when you name anything, you frame that thing. You give it content, meaning, and boundaries. So that will lead me to number 2. Number 2 says, whatever you call it, whether you call it crisis or opportunity, you are correct. If you say you are poor, you are correct. If you say you are rich, you are correct. Either you call it crisis or what? Opportunity. I say when things are hard, entrepreneurs emerge. So what we call hard difficulties for entrepreneurs, we call them opportunity. Then opportunity. What we call problems, entrepreneurs call them opportunity. Then opportunity. What people call crisis, challenges. Entrepreneurs will love you so much. But you know, once you find a solution to that problem, you're going to make more money. Then more money. So I choose what I call every incident. Write it down. I choose what I call every incident. Write it that way. I choose what I call every incident. I choose what I call every incident. Either a crisis or an opportunity to learn. I said there is no good or bad experiences. We all have learning experiences. Nothing like good or bad experiences. All of them are all learning experiences. Write it down. I choose what I call every incident. Either I call it a crisis or opportunity. All of us will say right. Whether the experience is unpleasant, difficult, challenges, either you call it opportunity or crisis. So What is happening to you? You enter a relationship and it was broken. Or to you, it's a learning experience. It's not learning experiences. You only learn why it doesn't work that way. Number two, you go to a business, it did not work out. Okay, it's a learning. You did not fail. You are not a failure. Say, I'm not a failure. Either I win or I learn. I don't fail. You don't understand? Write it down. Either I win or I learn. I don't fail. I don't fail. I'll give you 2 more. We're going to call it a day because Monday, I'm going to have a special class for you. Mentors and mentees relationship. Something powerful. So your life can become better. Either I win or I learn. I don't fail. I am not a failure. I am a winner. Whatever you define it, whatever you call it, whatever you name it, you frame it and you claim it. Whatever you call it. You go into a business, things are not working. Okay? Interpret it in a way it will empower you. Interpret every situation in the way it will empower you. You enter Keke, they flash you water, say, God did not want me to go there on time. Go and change and come back and continue. You know, anything happen to you. Define it in a way it will empower you. You lost money, say, wow, I did not learn. Why did I lose the money? You need to look at what you need to learn. And maybe because not talk to my mentor. I have a friend who went and got an accommodation inside village. And now he came and told me, I got my inside village. I told him, why? Why did you get a village? He said, because it's cheaper. I said, oh, don't you know what it means to live in a poor neighborhood? They might steal you insecurity. Do you know what men pay to live in a neighborhood that has security? Where rich people are saying that rich people recently, I talked to them and said the worst thing for you is to live in a poor neighborhood. You have to pack out. Today, you're not going to pack into the house. I give him 10 reasons why you should not stay in a poor neighborhood. Number one, you wake up in the morning, the first thing you see is poverty. Tell them poverty. How do you survive? How do you survive? I committed on the money. I said, when you're done, how about you see? What's not money? You can ask you Rolls Royce, no Mercedes Benz, no Maybach, nothing good about the government. Your brain doesn't know what is good, what is bad. Your brain will simply learn it. And before you know, 3 months after, you think you're a poor man. And you come, and we're talking to you. As I'm talking to you, you're going back home, you're seeing poverty. As you are passing every problem, as they can't even understand, they don't tire the road to your house. He said you have to come down. Keke will drive. Keke road finish. Keke will stop. He has to look for bike and enter. I told him 100 naira. He said, "Okay, I'll be 100 naira. 300 naira inside the village." I told him, men are coming from village to town. You are going to village. As in, are you normal? As in, are you sure you are my friend? I mean, we have to defend this friendship again. You have to tell my parameters to be my friend. This is what to do. This is what to do. If you don't qualify, we are not quarreling. You can go back and start from James 1 again. So that we have to start and know who is wrong here. So I cannot make a friend with somebody that is thinking small. I mean, after the mentorship and mentee, I will teach you the righteousness of thinking big. Somebody called it the magic of thinking big. Me, I have my own training for you called the righteousness of thinking big. The end time you think big, you are righteous. Don't worry, I will tell you something. If I'm talking to you, I'll always refer you to the scriptures that I didn't write. And it is a manual that is for all of us. I just decided to study the manual a little bit more than some of us. I use my strong concordance to study to know myself because I am more than conqueror. Touch us and say, I'm more than conqueror. I told you we are going to manifest. We are going to it's applied to the wall. Because we don't just manifest to the ring. Champions are not made on the ring. We are made outside the ring. We only go to the ring to display. Tell us display. The day we are going to display, the world cannot contain us. They will say, where were you guys? So now men are not noticing us. I said people don't like the process of prayer, but they like the result of prayer. They don't like the process of discipline, but they like the result of discipline. They don't like the process of hard work, but they like the result of hard work. So we are working hard now. We are working hard. But when we manifest, they say, where were these men? They would think that we are lucky. We are not lucky. We grew up. Tell them, I grew up. I grew up. You grew up. You have to grow up. Tell them, grow up. Grow up. Number 3. I need to round up this class. So sorry. Okay. And okay, if you experience abandonment, sabotage, rejection, okay, the way I wanted to put it down is that it's either a rejection or a direction. Number 3, either a rejection or a direction. I'll give you some notes. That means either you call it a rejection or a direction. That means if you're experiencing abandonment, sabotaging, of course, either you call it a rejection or what? A direction. So whatever you call it, that's what you frame. If you are in charge of naming and framing your audience, write it down. I am in charge of naming and framing all the experiences in my life either positive or negative. I am in charge of naming and framing all the experiences in my life as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, either positive or negative, which will determine my feelings, and my feelings will determine my behaviors, actions, and activities. Full stop. I am in charge of naming and framing all the experiences in my life as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, as a married man, either positive or what? Negative, which will determine my feelings, and it in turn determines my activities, behaviors, and actions. So what determines your actions today is your feelings. How do you get to that feeling? Whatever you name and frame. Are we mangama? You are the one that name it. As you name it, you have framed it. That's your experience. And that will determine your feelings, and determine your actions, behaviors, and your activities. Okay, let me end number 4. Number 4, I said, one, whatever you name, you frame, you claim. Number 2, either you call it crisis or opportunity, you're right. No one is wrong, you're right. Either you call it rejection or a direction, you're going to frame your experiences, either positive or negative, financially, maritally, anyway, you are correct. The last one, but not the least today, either you call it a setback or a setup for a startup. No, a setup for a startup. Setback or setup. Let's put it like that. Number 4, a setback or a startup. Setup. Setback or setup. You are correct. Anyway, you call it. Either you call all your experiences setback, or you call them a setup. A setup for a startup. Either you call all your experiences setback or a setup for a startup. All your experiences, whatever you call it, whatever you name it, it's going to be. Either you call all your experiences setback or a setup for a startup. You are correct. When you start renaming and reframing and reclaiming the outcomes of your desire, whether if the outcome is not good for you or not, when you name it in a way to empower you, you can always be there. You will never create your world you want till you begin to become intentional about words you speak as seed you sow in your subconscious mind. This is the last statement for today. Everybody write this last statement. Even if I'm not writing anything, write this one down. You will never create your desired world. You will never create your desired world, either financially, either maritally, spiritually. You will never, world, all those parts of your life. You will never create your desired world until you begin to become intentional about the words you speak as seeds. You will never create your desired world until you become intentional about the words you speak as seeds into your subconscious mind. You will never create your desired world financially, spiritually, maritally, name it, business, create the thing you want, build the company you want, until you become intentionally about the words you speak as seed into your subconscious mind. I gave an expo a few days ago. As you go and write 10 things you want to happen in your life, I'm a success, a millionaire, I'm a this, I'm that, and that. Put on your mirror. I don't know how many of you have done that. Go to your mirror before you leave the house. As you are combing your hair, because you look for your mirror before you leave. Talk to yourself, those things to yourself. Come back at night, talk to yourself. Tried it. I get an assignment. I don't know how many of you have tried it. Okay, you will try it today. Shall I? No, that one is begging for the charge card. They are not stuck. They are not serious yet. You will try it today. Shall I? No, that one is still coming up. That one is still begging for the charge card. I know you will try it today. Shall I? Go to home today. Write 10 things, 20, 15. I'm a good husband. I'm a good wife. I'm a submissive wife. I'm a man that provides. I have a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I'm a success. All those things, you write 10 of them. Put on your mirror. Before you leave the house, say that thing to yourself 10 times. As you come back, say it 10 times. Watch your life. You must be intentional about the words you plant in your heart as seeds of greatness. Whatever you plant, so should you reap. You want to reap abundance, health, prosperity, you must be intentional about it. So I told you, my next week, Monday, I have a special class for you. You cannot afford to miss my Monday class. It's like shooting yourself in the leg. It's going to be powerful. It'll take me 2-3 days to finish the section. It's a course. It's a course I paid thousands of dollars for, seriously, but I'm going to give it to you for free. So I want your life to become better, because I know you can become better. Tell them I'm the boss. This is the best we can take today. All the online communities, I want to appreciate you for joining us. But the thing is that I want to give you professional advice. Don't get involved in a business without a mentor. You know why? Mentorship is a little shortcut to success. He that stands on the shoulder of mentors will see far. See you tomorrow. See you on Monday. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. See you at the top. God bless you really good. For the rest of us here, check your notes. So sorry I'm taking your time today. Let me see how many minutes I took. 15 minutes. Wow. So I will take extra 5 more minutes before I round up the class. So check your notes. Tell me what you learned today. What's your take home today? I want to be sure I'm not talking to chess. I'm talking to human being. So what's your take home today? You learned something. Can I see on top? You learn something, can I say something? Okay, I've seen so many hands there. So tell me what's your take home today. Check your notes.
Good morning to you.